Hi, I'm back again. We have a different background today. I mean, she has character. That's how I choose to see it. And that's how you will see it too. Okay? This is art. This is not corroding of paint on the wall. It's art. Now that we have that out of the way, hello, how are you doing? Thank you for coming back. This is your first time seeing me. Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Yeah, you can call me Miss Ma'am. You can call me Queen. I don't know what I'm on about. Hi, anyway. I don't want this to be too long. And once again, the sun did it again. Decided to kaput when I guess she's coming back. It's the clouds anyway. It's not the sun. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about. Well, I've been having this thought that I'm trying to have a conversation with. Oh, by the way, before I even get into everything, do you see how I look? I'm in heels, by the way. I hope you saw that, but if you didn't, sorry, but I'm in heels. Now my whole setup is ruined and now I have to fix myself up again. Anyway, I was pondering this thought alone, and I tried to have a conversation with it with one of my friends about the value that I bring to this YouTube channel, because I don't want to just show up here and put out videos that you don't care to watch, and I also do not care to create. So I'm here to speak my truth, just to say what I have been thinking, and I would really, really love if one or two of you could, put it down in the comments what it is you would like to see from me after you've watched this video. What we're talking about here is the philosophy behind my channel, and that's what I want to talk about today. Now that that's out of the way, forget about my friend and what we were talking about. I like to digress. But one word I would use to describe what I want to bring is becoming. Now, I'm a human being who consumes a lot of media, information, and stuff like that, etc., etc. And with that said, I think that is the kind of value that I can use that skill of mine to make it into something that I want to bring to you guys, right? I have 3 pillars that I'm looking to, structure my channel on: becoming, authenticity, or becoming out loud. And I wrote it as I tried it so you don't have to, but basically it's still tied to becoming. I think if I tell myself I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I live by myself. If I don't have to, I won't. But if I have to be held accountable, like if I'm bringing it to an audience, like, no, you're not an audience, this is a group chat. And I wish YouTube could have a little group chat, that I can have, because I want this to be interactive. When I say becoming, I want this channel to reflect what all our lives look like. We're all experimenting, we're all trying new stuff, we're all trying to figure out, what do I like? Who am I? Anyway, on the topic of authenticity, or just honesty, transparency, we can't be that transparent, we're not dating. Okay, but I would definitely like to be as honest as I can be. Okay, because there are parts of my life that I'm just not ready to share, not with anybody, because I haven't also explored it fully within myself. And I do realize that obviously they will affect how I move in the world and hence who I am. And therefore, it will probably be translated into the video. So if there are hard conversations that I might have to have that will involve a difficult part of my life that I'm not able to share, then we're going to have to work around it, not through it. And I hope that will be okay with you. Because, it will be okay with you. You don't even know what it is yet. Period. So you don't know what you're missing out on. You're not missing out on nothing much anyway. Some of the core beliefs that I would love to also build my channel around, or not beliefs, but I'll call them actionable objectives. The KPIs of this channel, in my opinion, would be in 10 years, I want to look back and see, wow, I have learned to trust myself through this channel. And even you, if you are going to be a consistent viewer of my channel, I hope that one day you're going to be like, you have helped me in some ways to, trust myself and, learn to not compare my life so much with others, because that's also something I'm really, truly trying to learn. And I hope to share more of that with you. It's not such a deep part of my life. I don't think I compare myself that much, but obviously I struggle with feelings like feeling behind at life. And you only feel behind at life if there are standards you are trying to meet, external factors that you are trying to meet, which they're not bad, obviously, because we all probably should have goals, but your goals don't necessarily have to look like any other person's goals. Maybe you're trying to lose 2 kgs by the end of this month, while somebody else is trying to build a business by the end of this month. Different goals, different people, different, obviously, results, and these goals also bring different feelings, which I'm just trying to show how unique every situation can be. So you can also be able to, look at your life like in a unique perspective, one that helps you to look at it and think, okay, I think I got this, it's weird, it's my own, I don't know what I'm on about, but I've got it, I have to make this quick, I'm getting hot. Becoming less afraid of being seen. This is a tricky one for me because I don't even know how to really go about it. In fact, all of these things I put down, I don't know how to do them. That's the whole point, becoming, And I've struggled with this conversation I'm having with you right now because these are the things I've been avoiding. I don't want to show the world that my life is not perfect. I have nothing figured out. Quite literally, I have, oh God, I am restarting, basically. At 25 years old, I'm restarting my life because I know nothing. I know, and you know what terrifies me even more? The things that I do not know that I do not know. Yeah. God, I'm getting into the world of financial literacy and just watching women who have conversations about the milestones they've reached in their financial independence journey. And I understand I am a beginner, which is also something that is I put down, tolerating being a beginner. To sit there and learn something like it's the first time you're learning ABCD is a whole new thing. People should be talking about a lot more. Yeah. Boundaries, setting boundaries with yourself, with other people, so you can have a fulfilling life, And I think one last thing is allowing yourself to have ambition. I think sometimes we hold ourselves back. Sometimes we don't even know we're holding ourselves back because, yeah, like I said, you don't know what you don't know, right? And sometimes you do know, maybe sometimes it looks like, in my opinion, settling for a life that you do not want, just because it seems like the next best thing, because obviously you don't have anything going on and you can't be supported forever. And I get that. I do. And this is not a person. It doesn't seem like a personal attack, does it? Anyway, yeah. I think that's it. Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to edit this video because I want to try and make it a little better. Just a little better. I might re-edit. I might refilm this. I keep stuttering. Will I keep this in? I really like having these podcast episodes, like this podcast-like episodes. Yeah. And I want to keep it like as raw and authentic as it possibly can be. And I know we have the attention spans of rats, so this might probably clicked away kitambo sana. So if you got to this point of the video, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment down below what you think, or I promise to incorporate who am I kind of thing the next video. Okay? Yeah. Thank you for watching. Bye.